According to a recent survey, while the majority of Americans usually exercise for at least 30 minutes each week, many are still not getting the recommended 2.5 hours per week. The survey uncovered that there are clear misconceptions when it comes to exercise and health conditions. Dr. Gordon Blackburn, the program director of cardiac rehabilitation for the Cleveland Clinic, is here from Cleveland to talk about heart health. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Tom. I'm doing well. Yourself?
Doing fine, sir. Now, why is exercise so important for our heart?
Okay. So exercise, Tom, is beneficial both for reducing the risk of developing heart disease as well as for reducing the risk of death from heart disease if you already have documented heart disease. If you've had bypass surgery, if you've had an angioplasty or stents. We can see for individuals who have not developed heart disease, they can reduce their risk by about 50% by getting involved in a regular activity program. And those who have documented heart disease can have a reduction of anywhere from 30 to 50% in the risk of death compared to those who don't get involved in regular activity.
Yes, sir. And according to a recent survey by your clinic, 80% of Americans don't know the recommended amount of exercise. Why do you think this is the case?
Well, I think there are a couple of reasons for that, Tom. Certainly, people know that, I don't need instruction to exercise. I know how to exercise. But we know that there are thresholds or minimums that must be met to gain the benefit. And we haven't done a good job in the past of getting that information out. People think that if I just do a little bit of activity, maybe I'm getting a golf game in every once in a while, popular in Charleston, I think, and that would be beneficial. But it's not. It needs to be a moderate intensity activity, and it needs to be done for at least 150 minutes, 30 minutes, 5 days a week would be an excellent strategy. And people don't know that that's what's required.
And of course, with golfing, most people like to run around a golf cart anyway. What is the recommended amount of exercise Americans should be performing a week? You're saying about 150 minutes, is that right?
That's the bare minimum that we see to get the benefit out of the activity. So if you can get 3 10-minute periods in a day, 1 30-minute period in a day, 5 days a week, that's kind of the bare minimum that we want people to build toward. Now, a lot of people may not start off there. You start where you are and you build upon your success. And this is a gradual progression, and what we're looking for is long-term compliance with the program. So it's not something that you just do for a couple of weeks or for a couple of months and then you get out of it. We're looking at this being a change in the lifestyle that a person can stay with for decades. I
like those words. It's a lifestyle change. A lifestyle change, something that you need to get used to. And you were saying a few moments ago that some of the people say, don't tell me how to exercise. I know how to exercise. I know what to do. But yet they don't do it.
Right. And a lot of that is just having a plan. At the end of the day, we come home, we're fatigued, we're exhausted, but that's usually a mental fatigue, not a physical fatigue. Our jobs nowadays aren't that physically demanding, and by setting some time aside and doing the activity actually can be invigorating, and we gain the benefits from doing the activity as well as a little mental break.
And I know a number of people, I go to the gym every day. I'm there between 5 and 5:15. I see a number of people that are there every day, and they always tell me, they say they feel so much better after they get finished, and it's a great way to start the day because now it's out of the way.
Right. So you bring up 2 points there. You said start the day. It really doesn't matter when you do the exercise. So some people may be early risers and they want to get in there and get the activity done. Other people may have breaks in the middle of the day. For other people, it may be more beneficial at the end of the day. It really doesn't matter when you get the activity in. It's getting the activity and doing that on a regular basis.
Yes, sir. And getting that activity, for those who have not been exercising on a regular or even an irregular basis, probably need to at least talk or at least have a conversation with a physician before they get going and make sure that their heart and everything is okay to go into that exercise program.
True. So if you have not been exercising, and certainly if you have heart disease or you have symptoms of heart disease, you should be talking with your family physician before you start an exercise program. Make sure that there's no issues that need to be addressed. But for the vast majority of individuals, an exercise stress test is not required, but that should be the decision of your family physician.
Yes, sir. Where can we get some more information?
Certainly, Tom. If you're looking for more information, I would recommend going to clevelandclinic.org/loveyourheart. Some excellent information on heart disease.
Dr. Blackburn, thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for that information. Always great information for keeping that heart ticking away.
Thank you, Tom.
And we've got more after the break, so stay with us.